demands unlike any other tissue because of the constant requirements for growth. And this product delivers the ingredients necessary, the tools necessary to support the sort of the hunger that those tissues possess.
Let me show you what the choices are. You can actually do a full year supply if you take one a day for $69.90. I don't know about you, but one of my favorite beauty serums, Genifique, costs more than that. And that does not last for a year. This is a full year supply if you take one a day for $69.90. Amazing. The 240 is $52.90. The 120 is $29.90. The 60 is $17.90. Get it home, try it. You will notice a difference in your hair, in how fast your hair grows, just the quality of your hair, in the quality of your skin. You will notice the difference. And if you're trying to grow out your nails, you will be amazed at how strong your nails can become, at how they don't break. If you have acrylics or gel nails and you're trying to grow your nails out, this is absolutely genius. So hair, skin, and nails all in one capsule, all in one fell swoop. You think of the money we spend. Think about the money you spend when you go to the hair salon. I don't know about you, but I spend more than $69.90 every visit at the hair salon. What do you spend on your nails? If you get your nails done, in our job we're required to get our nails done, but the point here is that I know I spend a lot more than $69.90 a year on nail maintenance. What do we spend on beauty products? Think about what we spend on our beauty products, on our favorite serums, our favorite creams, on all of our cosmetics, right? I mean, it's a multi-billion, probably trillion-dollar industry, the beauty industry. And here for a little tiny investment today, you can try something that makes sense. There's not a beauty product that we can put on our face, that we can use on our hair, that we can use on our nails, that can do what this will do. Because this gives us the raw ingredients that we need to grow better hair, skin, and nails.
And it enables those products to work that much better. If you think of it, it's sort of the canvas that your makeup is going on. And all of those tissues, whether it's our hair, our skin, our nails, they're all manufactured inside our body. The things we do with different kinds of treatments or cosmetics, these are all things we're doing on the outside of our body. So if we want to affect the quality of those tissues, we have only one opportunity. It's sort of like me, we manufacture these products, thinking I could manufacture them if everything stayed out in the parking lot. Of course we couldn't. The only way you could get to change the quality of these tissues that we depend on for our self-esteem, for our vanity, whatever it might be, but we do. And the only way we get to affect the quality of those tissues, the appearance of those tissues, is on the inside of our body. And again, if this product didn't deliver and deliver well, it wouldn't be reviewed in the fashion it is. And to think that there's almost 6,000 reviews and almost 5,000 five-star reviews, that's just
it's remarkable.
Crazy numbers.
Seriously, because beauty, it's really hard to even become a customer pick in beauty because we're all so different.
Yes.
And so that's what's so special about this, is that you get that many women to agree that a product is perfect. It's pretty great.
Not just women, mind you.
You're right.
I would say when we read the reviews.
Carlos uses it.
Yep, I would say that about a quarter of our reviews, actually, I like the new label.
I do too. It's pretty, isn't it?
So we have, if you look here, so we have, this is something.
Speaking of beautiful skin, this is one benefit of this next product, right?
A lot of folks have, and we have to make the print darker on the free range. It's hard to read. I just noticed on TV, but a little hard to read. But so if anybody's watching in Henderson, Nevada, we need to make that print darker. But probably no one's watching. But I
have a feeling somebody's taking notes. Actually, I think we're streaming live on hsn.com, and normally somebody from your staff is in there trying to answer questions. So they're listening.
Okay.
They are listening. There will be a variety show tomorrow too, by the way. But yes, if you have questions, go to HSN's Facebook page.
To talk about for the variety show tomorrow. But what I wanted to talk about, for those of you who've been paying attention, you have not seen marine collagen on television for almost, what would it be? I guess it would be almost 10 months. Oh, wow. And the reason why is there's been, and I talked about this potentially happening, there's been a worldwide shortage of quality marine collagen. We could have continued to get marine collagen, but it wasn't the quality that we would use, that would be acceptable for me to put our name on it and put in your hands and put in your body. So marine collagen, as much as it's one of our most popular products, we had to make it go away. So it basically just disappeared. It was available for those of you who chose to get it online, but we didn't have it on television since I think it was July of last year. We now have a bit more marine collagen, and because the price of marine collagen, along with this shortage, has just gone crazy, I was seeking out other options, and personally myself, testing other options, and I found an option, and again, it's grass-fed. Both of these, one comes from fish, one comes from grass-fed cattle, so we have two options. But what's wonderful about the grass-fed option, I have seen all the same options using the grass-fed. It's virtually identical biochemically to our marine collagen, but what's wonderful about it, it's basically half the price. It's even more soluble. It only has a hint of flavor. I'd almost call it like the flavor of dilute sort of consommé, like a very dilute broth. And whether you put it in a smoothie, you won't notice it. In a veggie drink, you won't notice it. So you can mix it with things just as you did the marine collagen. But again, it's half the price.
Yeah, let me show.
So you could go over the
I want to
pricing
see it
here.
real quick because there's two charts. So the marine collagen is a separate chart right here, 30, 60, 120, 240. Here's the regular pricing, and here's our pricing today. For the 240, you're at $169.90, $99.90, $54.29. Here's your savings. And for those of us that take the marine collagen,
but
we
again,
love
important
it.
to notice the large size price is $169. For the grass-fed,
Here it comes.
the large size price is $99.
Look at that.
And the marine collagen price, that's probably going to go up again.
Yeah.
The pricing for quality marine collagen has just
To show you
become
the
ridiculous.
difference there.
So in fact, the pricing on grass-fed has doubled in the last 2 years as well.
Wow.
But I finally found a grass-fed that satisfies my difficult technical, scientific requirements, and also my taste requirements, my aesthetic requirements. So we haven't featured marine collagen again, as I said, for almost 10 months. It's back and it's available. It's just, unfortunately, it's expensive. And as far as I'm concerned, the grass-fed option may well be the better option today because it's just so much more reasonably priced. And I think as time goes on, it's going to become even more reasonably priced compared to what's going on with marine collagen. And there are bad versions of marine collagen out there, which I wouldn't go near with a 10-foot pole. But again, marine collagen, the quality marine collagen, the price, since we started offering it, the price has effectively, the cost to me has effectively tripled.
Wow.
We haven't tripled our price, but the cost has effectively tripled. But the grass-fed, I think, is the more cost-effective option now. And again, this is the collagen peptides. That's the principal protein in our body. It's the collagen peptides that supports joint structure and function, the elasticity of our skin. So when it comes to providing our body with a critical molecule that's plays an integrating role in all the tissues in our body, it's collagen peptides. And you have choice of source, whether it's our high-quality marine source or high-quality grass-fed source.
Yeah, and then you've also put MSM in that formula too.
They both have MSM.
Yeah.
They both come with MSM.
Yeah.
So again, just thought this is the first time we've been able to have adequate supplies of both. And again, we could have had plenty of marine collagen to have done a monthly special as we intended to do, but it wouldn't have been quality marine collagen. So for me, I'd rather forego sales than offer a product that isn't at the level of quality that we require and that you require.
Excellent. So if you love the marine collagen, take advantage of the savings tonight. If you want to try, first time we've ever talked about the brand new free range, and that is also available.
And I encourage everyone to do some research online. Essentially, the molecular structure of the two are virtually interchangeable. The best part of all is that the grass-fed is a fraction of the price.
Perfect. Love it. Okay, we have a lot. This is the final hour of this exciting weekend, and so we are packed with all kinds of great things to share with you, and we wanted time to talk for a moment about our monthly special, which is Choco Nuvo. This will be the last final time that we are offering this now until October, until fall. Why? Because we don't deliver chocolate in the summer for obvious reasons. So this is, and Andrew's not back. He doesn't have another visit now until July. So if you already love Choco Nuvo, stock up today. If you haven't tried Choco Nuvo yet, you are in for a major treat. If you love chocolate, you're looking for low carb, low calorie, low sugar, the most delicious, nutritious chocolate that will lower your cholesterol. It lowers your total and LDL cholesterol boom, this is the chocolate to try. There are 3 choices. There's one that has an intense amount of chocolate. It's the dark chocolate, which is 91%.
So it's almost a pure extract at 91%.
Yes.
So 100% is the highest it goes.
And then kind of the middle ground is coming in at, I think, 74%.
Exactly.
And then the lighter milk chocolate is 66%.
The 66 really emulates milk chocolate. They all have the creamy texture of milk chocolate. That's because of the cholesterol lowering ingredient, which doesn't do anything to the taste of the product except improve it, improves the texture, improves the taste. So this will be the best tasting dark chocolate you've ever had. The 74% is the happy medium. That's the most popular, followed by the 91, then followed by the 66, which is fascinating that I always thought the 66 would be by far the most popular because most Americans love milk chocolate. But it's a testament to how unique our dark chocolate is, that it's never bitter, it's rich, and it's dark, but it's never bitter. And our 74% and 91 and 66, all of them are creamy like milk chocolate. So the fact that I think about 50% of the orders are the 74%.
Yep.
Then followed by the 91, and the one picking up the rear is the 66.
Right, it is true.
Which is
I've always
strange
been
to
a
me.
milk chocolate person, but my favorite is 74, but the 91 is also delicious because most chocolate that has that much chocolate in it, it gets very dry. Dark chocolate for a lot of us, dry, bitter. This is so creamy. It's so yummy. They come individually packaged. They're only approximately 25 calories a piece. So it's a way to really watch your caloric intake, stay in your diet, have a little splurge, treat yourself to something yummy. They're incredibly satisfying. You will love this chocolate if you haven't tried it. Here are the choices. So you're choosing if you want us to send you. We can send you 30 pieces, 60 pieces, 120 pieces, or 300 pieces. So you just decide what size is going to work best for you. And 300 pieces, if you eat, a couple a day, $129.90. You're saving $130. I keep them just out. I keep them where they're in my sight line, so that when I go in the kitchen, I want a little treat. Every time I eat a meal, I always want something sweet afterwards, and I love chocolate. Love, love, love chocolate. This is the best thing to have on hand because it's so good. It doesn't taste like you're eating healthy chocolate. It just tastes like you're eating the most delicious, wonderful chocolate, and that's why it's a treat. It's such a treat. So a lot of people take them to work, keep them in their purse. If you're craving something sweet right now, you're watching TV at night, you want a little sweet treat, you grab a piece of chocolate, tastes so good, it's barely any calories, no sugar, low in sugar, low in carb, no lactose free, it's just gluten free. It's just like the perfect little yummy, delicious chocolate.
And what I want to show everybody, typically milk chocolate is, dark chocolate is really brittle, really dry, but you could even see how the way, if I'll just break this here, that if you look at it, it's not all dry the way typical dark chocolate is when you break it. It's just kind of white and fragmented with little dry pieces coming off. It's actually, and it even melted on my hand just when I was holding it there. And that's why we can't ship it in summer. And on April 30th, this goes away until October. Absolutely goes away. You can't get this after April 30th. So that's why we make it a today special at monthly special pricing for the entire month of April. I'm just going to show some quick charts here that show how low in sugar it is. Because I selected a dark chocolate that isn't bitter, it doesn't need a lot of sugar to make this taste great. So at 1.8 grams of sugar in the 66, 1.4 grams, that's not teaspoons, that's grams. And in the 91, it's less than 0.5. We could label the 91 0 if we wanted, sugar-free. And so again, exceedingly low in sugar. 26 calories per square, that's how much sugar is in all of these different fruits for 26 calories. So all of those fruits, including blueberries and kiwi, contain more sugar. What's even more remarkable is 26 calories of these vegetables actually contains more sugar than Choco Nuvo. Even cauliflower, snap peas, onions, cucumber contains more sugar.
It has more sugar than the piece of chocolate.
Yes. So that's something that we're very proud of. And just some of the reviews, absolutely the best. Choco Nuvo is delicious and absolutely works to lower LDL. My blood test for LDL was reduced from 131 down to 99 after including these chocolate squares in my diet. You just have two squares with 2 meals every day. If you have 1 square with each meal, it works even better. I eat one before each meal. It also helps satisfy my appetite a bit before I eat. I've stocked up to ensure that I don't run out in the summer months. Please don't ever stop making this. Deborah from Texas. Grand Slam. You really hit it out of the park this time. I'm a fan of all your products that I use and have great faith in the purity of your line. This one is not only good for you, but it tastes fantastic. How did you do that? This is coming from one who much prefers milk chocolate over dark. However, your dark chocolate is just on another level altogether. It's well worth the price, and it has cholesterol-lowering properties as well. It's delicious and good for you. Wow. 2 squares after dinner with one of your teas is nirvana. You are amazing, Andrew, from Barbara in New Jersey.
Nice review, Barbara.
And again, I compare this to any high quality chocolate that costs 2, 3, 4 times more. I compare our quality and our taste. And it's organic and fair trade. Yum, yum, yum. Let me say first, I'm not a lover of dark chocolate, so I was very skeptical about purchasing this product, despite the good it does. I bought the 66% and OMG, oh my goodness, for those of you who are not so drawn to dark chocolate, this one's for you. This is like eating a truffle, creamy, melt in your mouth, delicious chocolate. And to think it is helping our cholesterol too. Wow, I'm very pleased with this purchase, and thank Andrew for making healthy habits such fun. And again, this is a product that when you think of oatmeal and oat bran, which have substantial cholesterol-lowering properties, this has multiple times the power of oatmeal or oat bran. That's how powerful this can be.
Yeah, and I would be eating them, but I don't want to be talking with my mouth full, so I'm restraining myself. But I'll take I'll take one for the road on the way go.
I haven't.
Andrew will have one.
I'm not restraining myself.
Have one for
I
me.
rarely do. Yes,
They're
sorry.
so good. Honestly, I mean, your mouth just waters. They're so good. So if you'd like to try yours, this is a monthly special to Andrew's point. At the end of the month, we will not see this again until fall. So this is your chance. If you want to have the yummiest, healthiest treat on hand, go for it. But we're moving right along here. We are in the final hour of a very exciting weekend with Andrew Lessman. We still have lots of goodies to talk about, including next up, we're going to talk about ALA. ALA is alpha lipoic acid. And what we're going to be doing is offering this at a very special event price for Andrew's visit. And we have several choices for you to take a look at. You can do a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240. And we will normally be here. That's the regular pricing. Today we're here. And you can see the savings over here. And this is, again, that ALA 400 ultra high potency. Alpha lipoic acid is for the health of the heart, brain, liver, energy, blood sugar. I mean, there's so many incredible things and benefits associated with ALA.
This is a product that hopefully we'll get to spend some time on tomorrow night. It's often referred to as the sister product with CoQ10, but it has one significant benefit or advantage over CoQ10. It's called the universal antioxidant because most antioxidants or protective compounds, they have to choose which kind of environment they'll work in. And typically in our body, it's whether it could work in a lipid or fatty environment or work in a water-based or aqueous environment. Alpha lipoic acid doesn't have to choose. In that respect, it's unique. It delivers its benefits in both environments. It passes the blood-brain barrier, so it can deliver its benefits to the brain. Alpha lipoic acid is something that the typical products on the market are using ingredients that have solvent residues and that are significantly less expensive to buy the raw material. We get our alpha lipoic acid from the only company in the world that makes something good enough for us to use. It's in Germany, and it's significantly more expensive. Although if you look at the price for 400 milligrams per capsule, you can't really tell, but our alpha lipoic acid is dramatically different than the alpha lipoic acid you'll see in probably 95 to 99% of the products on the market.
So if we don't supplement this, does our body make some or no?
Our body can make small amounts of alpha lipoic acid, but like CoQ10, alpha lipoic acid is something that, depending on how we eat, depending on how we live, depending on what we're exposed to in terms of medications, in terms of if we smoke cigarettes or not, if we drink alcohol. There are all things like CoQ10 that conspire to lower our levels of alpha-lipoic acid. And again, just our intrinsic levels, our endogenous levels, go down with age. But there's nothing quite like alpha-lipoic acid. We're talking about the eye. We're talking about blood sugar metabolism earlier. There's nothing quite like alpha-lipoic acid in terms of a nutrient to deliver on those two benefits as well.
There we go. Pick your favorite size. We'd love to send it home to you. Large sizes, as you know, always come with FlexPay. Everything's free shipping and handling, and they'll all be home in just the next few days for you. So if you'd like to try it, great time to do it is now. We have several more things we want to squeeze in here. These shows always fly by for me. I hope that you're having fun and learning tonight. If you're just stopping in on a Sunday night, we always get lots of new people joining us. We're so glad you found us. Shortly, we will have another look at our best value of the day.
That's what I think what we're going to be doing next.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about CoQ real quick?
We could mention the CoQ very quickly.
Let's just show it.
We had a special form that I made available because just as I was talking about alpha-lipoic acid and its supportive role for our vision and eyes, CoQ10 is truly a molecule because CoQ10 is involved with all energy production. And even all of the cells in our eyes, when we talk about the cells of our retina, the cells in our eyes are required to produce their own energy. They can't get energy shipped to them from anywhere else. And CoQ10 is also an incredibly important protective compound. And our eyes, because of their exposure to radiation, are exposed to oxidation and need an abundance of protective compounds. So CoQ10, like alpha-lipoic acid, also delivers protective benefits. Alpha-lipoic acid does it as well because of its relationship to glutathione, which is an internal protective compound. I feel as though I'm saying too many things too quickly here as we race along because we have such limited time. But our CoQ10 and alpha-lipoic acid, we wanted to feature them because of their relationship to the health of our eye. And with CoQ10, it's really to the health of virtually every key organ and key system in our body because it relates to all energy production. And we can't produce energy. Go ahead.
Sorry. Steve, are we going? What are we doing? Okay. So
we should probably run along.
Okay. We're going to walk along.
We didn't put the graphic up for CoQ10?
Yeah, we did. So that's why. Here we go.
Okay.
Did CoQ go up? Okay. There it is. If you want the CoQ, it is also
Great
available.
Savings because it also has it's a free addition of 2,000 IU of vitamin D per capsule, so it eliminates the need for a vitamin D capsule. I feel like I was talking way too quickly there, and I didn't even do any coffee or anything.
Right.
What's my excuse?
I have had coffee. But that's about as fast as I've ever heard you talk.
I typically only drink coffee just before I exercise. And usually only if I exercise alone, if I go for a run or a bike ride, because you wouldn't want to necessarily be around me after I've had coffee.
Okay. You're like my husband.
I get going.
He's definitely caffeine sensitive too.
Yes.
Okay, but let's get going because we do have a star of the day that we really wanted to take an extra few minutes to chat with you about because a lot of you might be seeing this for the first time. So it's Sunday night. Thank you for stopping by HSN. This is our star. This launched last night at midnight Eastern time. Over 50,000 have been ordered, and this is your last chance. This would be sold out in most of these sizes if Andrew weren't the manufacturer and able to restock. So we have a couple different choices here for you. Most people are ordering either the Ultimate Eye Single or the bundles, and I'll show you what those choices are real quick. You can do just the Ultimate Eye Support, 40, 120, 360, 720. Last we checked, these were all very, very limited. They've added more, but you are down the home stretch here. So if you are looking for any of the single sizes in the 40, 120, 360, 720 of the Ultimate Eye Support, check it out. I take 2 a day. A lot of us do. If you're taking 2 a day, that will be a 1-year supply for $159.90. You're saving $140. Now, let's go into the bundles because not only can you get 360 or 720 capsules of the Ultimate Eye Support, we also will be sending you the astaxanthin. You get a 180 count if you're ordering 360. You get a 360 count if you're ordering the 720. And normally, this is not a size. We normally do not even carry a 720 size. It's only for the Today Special. And that would be, these are some of the most expensive products and ingredients that Andrew manufactures. So that's why we all wait till this day because we know the biggest savings happens on the day when we offer this as a Today Special. So for example, that large bundle, you're saving over $200, getting it down to $239.90, $149.90. Again, if you're ordering the middle-size bundle right here, the 360 and the 180. But for $239.90, you'll notice, I mean, normally the 360 would be $239.90. You are getting double that for the same price. See, this bundle goes up to this price. And today, right now, if you get your orders in before midnight or before this sells out, you are saving a lot. I mean, that is the most important thing. Even if you go with, for example, just the 360, we normally sell for $159.90. Today, the 720, you're doubling that for $159.90. If you do the bundle, the 360 is $10 less than just the single 360, and then you get essentially a free 180 count of the astaxanthin. So there's tons to talk about. We could talk about this for hours because there's so many wonderful benefits to this. Years ago when we launched this product, more than 20 years ago, the focus was on eye health, and of course, this is essential for the ultimate eye health. But the fact that the brain health has now come into play, and the research is showing us the incredible benefits to our brain as well as to our eyes, it makes it pretty hard to turn your back on this and to pass it up. If you have a minute to read the reviews, there are thousands of excellent reviews on this product. People love it. They notice a difference in the way their eyes feel, in the way their eyes function, and they notice a difference on their eye tests when they go to the doctors or optometrists and they hear the results. So, and if you read the reviews, you will see that over and over and over again. People talk about just eye strain, eye fatigue. They're enjoying life more. They're enjoying reading more. Things that a lot of people have put aside because their eyes just get tired. Right? Your eyes are tired at the end of the day because our eyes get a workout. I mean, let's face it, our poor eyes, our eyes weren't designed to look at little screens all day. And unfortunately, that's what we do. We spend a lot of time staring at screens, and it definitely is taxing for our eyes.
And those screens are also a source of radiation. So beyond the fact that we're forcing our eyes to focus for extremely abnormally long periods of time at something, just to think, if you're looking at your phone you could be looking at your phone, say if you're playing games or something and you're younger, but if you're just looking at your phone, texting and things, you could be looking at your phone at a distance of a foot or 18 inches from your face for an hour, hour and a half or more. And that doesn't even include working on a monitor or a computer monitor if we have to do that at work. But again, those monitors, those devices give off high energy radiation, which is damaging to the fragile tissues of our eye, the retina, the lens of our eye, which we rely on those tissues, those structures over the course of our lifetime to support our healthy vision. So the way we live has nothing to do. Our body was designed well to contend with what it should normally have had to contend with. But the way we live today has nothing to do with what we should have normally had to contend with. So we need to think about things differently. And unfortunately, the one opportunity that was provided to us are two ingredients called lutein and zeaxanthin. They're the key ingredients in Ultimate Eye. They're obviously the key ingredients in Maximum L plus Z, which is maximum lutein plus zeaxanthin, two of our Today Special products. So it's obvious that those ingredients were developed and designed into the blueprint of who we are to protect us from high energy radiation. But high energy radiation is now ubiquitous at a level never seen before in the past, and lutein and zeaxanthin are now never seen in our diet, really. So it's just the opposite. The need for it has gone up exponentially. The availability in our diet has gone down dramatically. And it's as simple as significantly changing our diet, which I say simple, that's hard to do. Our habits like that are very difficult to change. Or it's as simple as finding a quality eye support supplement that delivers lutein, zeaxanthin, and mesozeaxanthin in their proper forms at the proper levels to make a difference. That's what we do here. So it makes it simple, a few seconds a day, and one day a year, the affordability of this product becomes dramatically better. It's always affordable, but today it's about half the price that it would normally be. So the Today Special is definitely, at least until midnight, the time to try this.
Exactly, and if you haven't ordered it yet, because we are getting getting so limited at this point. Would love to invite you, make your first FlexPay if you're ordering a bundle or a larger size. All of these sizes are on FlexPay, so you decide, do you want the astaxanthin along with your Ultimate Eye support? There it is in the largest bundle. There it is in the little bit smaller bundle. If you take 2 a day and you can do your FlexPays here and get the big bundle home, then you don't have to think about it for a year. You have a full year's supply if you take 1 a day of the astaxanthin, 2 a day of the Ultimate Eye support. The greatest part about this, again, you need to just, if you have a minute, if you read those reviews on hsn.com, you will be blown away by the results people are getting by taking this product. You get short-term benefits, you get long-term benefits. So just the way your eyes feel, the way that your eyes function, and then down the road, the long-term benefits, we just can't even put a price on that. So if you are just stopping in, this is your last look, it is your last chance. I will point out there are 2 other Today Specials available. You can order just astaxanthin on its own if you'd like to. And you can also order a brand new product that is the Maximum L and Z.
Well, we'll show the graphic for astaxanthin quickly.
Okay.
We've always had this bundle with Ultimate Eye and astaxanthin. That's been going on for 10 years. But the astaxanthin on its own, that's something we just introduced this year because I heard your feedback that some of you weren't due for Ultimate Eye. Say you take 1 capsule a day. You got the 720 last year. You weren't due yet, but you still wanted to order your astaxanthin, but you wanted to do it at today's special pricing. So in the past, we only had astaxanthin available today on the Today Special day as the bundle. Now we have it available as its own, as you can see from the screen, as its own Today Special pricing. So if all you want is astaxanthin, is all you're due to get is astaxanthin, then you get to save. It's almost buy one, get one free pricing on the astaxanthin as well. And of course, on the 180 and 360 of astaxanthin, you're best getting those bundled with the 360 and the 720 of Ultimate Eye.
For sure. If you're going to get both, the bundles are definitely the way to go.
And I haven't spent a lot of time on the research and science on astaxanthin, but it is just as compelling as the research on lutein and zeaxanthin. And then the Maximum L plus Z. That is our other Today Special, a brand new product, again, at your request. This is a product that was, again, lutein and zeaxanthin are the key ingredients in Ultimate Eye. But Ultimate Eye has another 15 ingredients as well. It's the comprehensive sort of foundational eye health formula. So that's your foundation for eye health. Many of you have heard recommendations for your doctor that you should increase your lutein and zeaxanthin levels even higher, which is great for me to hear because frankly, I was the first person talking about lutein and zeaxanthin 20 years ago. And it fell on deaf ears when it came to most doctors. But today, finally, the research has reached everyone. And we all understand that lutein and zeaxanthin, there's no options. We're either getting it from our diet or our eyes don't have a critical ingredient that's absolutely necessary to protect their structure, their delicate, fragile structure, and to also provide for the best vision today. So if we want the highest quality vision today, the best clarity, the best response to, say, photo stress in terms of bright light or glare or dark settings, then lutein and zeaxanthin are critical for our eyes to accommodate and to adapt to those kinds of changes. So it's part of our eyes. It's not a drug or medicine that works on our eyes. And frankly, all of us suffer from age-related changes to our eyes, and they start the moment we open our eyes as infants. So this is an opportunity to make sure that an ingredient that we are not getting from our diet, that you're delivering to your eyes and also delivering to your brain.
There we go. I'll show you the choices on the Maximum L plus Z real quickly. A 30, 60, 120, or 240 count. And here's your savings across the board here. And I should point out, literally down to the final few hundred in each choice here. Very, very limited across the board. So if you're thinking about ordering the Maximum L plus Z, this is the time to do it. We talked about astaxanthin briefly, also available at today's special pricing. And last but not least, if you are ordering the Ultimate Eye Support, you can bundle it with the astaxanthin and have your biggest savings there as well. One time a year we do this, and this is it. Last hour, we had people on hold the entire hour. Right now, if you call back or if you log on to hsn.com, we have people waiting to take your calls. There will be no wait. We can get you right in. All you do, whoopsie daisy. All you do is make your first flex payment. Sorry about that. Andrew's coming to the rescue here.
Duck under the camera.
We got the flying charts.
Yes.
Good job. Thank you very much. So there it is. I mean, if you would like to, I was mentioning last hour, it took a minute to get to you. Right now, we can get you right through, do a flex pay, and we'll get you going on these remarkable products.
And we'll mention this once more. We were going to finish the hour talking about this for a significant period of time, but we're so limited that we won't. So we'll probably mention it again before the end of the hour, but it won't get a full presentation at the very end of the hour because it's just so limited. We are going through all the capsules that were intended to be the supply for the next month or two. And again, this is a product like Ultimate Eye. All of these products that are today's specials, and I'm often asked this question, is this where you clear out your inventory, your aging inventory, things like that? Not at all. All of these products didn't exist at all 90 days ago. So all of these products were all manufactured probably within the last 6 weeks. So again, everything you're getting fresh. It's not going to any other warehouses or anything else like that. When you get things at grocery stores or pharmacies, who knows the journey those products might take to get to you. These products are manufactured by me. They are shipped directly to HSN and then shipped directly to you. And generally, all of that happens in a matter of days with a Today Special. So my product probably arrived at HSN within the last 2 weeks, and it will be shipped to you within the next few days. And that's fresh product.
And that's unique. Seriously,
Yes.
I always think about that.
I
You
don't
see
know of
things
any
sitting
other
on a shelf. You don't know how long it's been sitting there.
I know of no other distribution channel in the world. I mean, we all know the big websites online. We all know the big box retailers out there where most vitamins are still purchased at grocery stores and at the big box retailers.
Right.
Most of them are private label vitamins manufactured by contract manufacturers or co-packers who have no real relationship to the brand itself. This product, we make everything here. And this product is delivered to you directly from HSN, and I deliver directly to HSN probably, and it's just one single truck. We send everything to HSN, and then it gets sent to you.
And this delivery is fast. When I order vitamins, when this stays special, a couple of days, it arrives. So you will be so delighted. And the key is, if you haven't tried it yet, this is the perfect time to try it because it's by far the best value on this product. The best part is you will feel a difference. You will see a difference. And then you get all those wonderful long-term benefits. I'm so grateful. I've been taking this product for, gosh, probably close to 2 decades. I've been taking this product. And then Andrew continues to evolve his products over the years. So as the research dictates, he will add ingredients. He will make them even better for us.
When I first introduced this product on HSN more than 2 decades ago, it didn't contain lutein and zeaxanthin.
Wow.
And we then introduced lutein, and I'm not aware of anyone else at that time. So we're always monitoring the research. That's what excites me most. And then the moment we have an ingredient, we could validate the ingredient, validate the science and benefits, that's when we introduce the product to you. So whether you're looking at this product or circulation vein support, or glucosamine and chondroitin that I introduced back in 1979, or CoQ10 that I introduced back in 1984, and again, I've been doing this for 40 years. So I pay attention to these things, and we make sure that before we deliver it to you, that we do our homework, that we make sure the science is absolutely crystal clear in terms of benefit, that there's no possibility of risk. As they say, first, do no harm. So none of these products come with side effects. The only thing that we have to warn you about is you're going to get even more benefits than you would have hoped for, because as excited as we can be talking about the benefits to your vision, that's how excited we could be in talking about the benefits to your brain, to cognition, to your mental faculties. That's how important lutein and zeaxanthin are to both of those organs in our body, our eyes and our brain, which is pretty darn exciting to me, that a product that I've talked about for decades in terms of long-term health and supporting the health of our eyes, and also supporting the healthiest vision today in terms of the clarity and quality of our vision, in terms of our dealing with glare, in terms of night vision. These are all things this product supports right now. Also the benefits long-term, but also now you could do the research on lutein and zeaxanthin yourself online, do a Google search, and put lutein, zeaxanthin, and the brain, or lutein and zeaxanthin and cognitive benefits, and you'll just see tons of research displaying itself.
Exactly, and I should point out, with over 52,000 ordered There's about 3,000 left total. That's all choices, all options here. And we were supposed to do a whole 30 minutes on this, and as Andrew points out, we don't have enough to really fill the whole rest of this show. So I'm just inviting you, if you're thinking about it, if you haven't placed that order yet, if you're just stopping in on Sunday night, we had a lot of first-time people who were sitting down. It was, you know, Palm Sunday today. A lot of you might have been out and about. So if you're just relaxing in front of the TV for the first time.
Watching Tiger win the Masters, which was wonderful.
Masters, exactly. Game of Thrones tonight. There's all kinds of things happening on TV. So a lot of you are channel surfing around. And if you're stopping in and you're finding us, we're so glad you did. You'll be glad you did. You know, these are the things that are smart decisions for us, because it's all about quality of life. And you can't put a price on our eyes and eyesight and taking good care of our eyes. And this is the easiest way to do something wonderful for your eyes every single day as we come into the season where our eyes take more strain this time of year, exposed to more sunlight this time of year, which is one of the reasons Andrew likes to do this as the biggest special of the year as we approach summertime. So this is your day. This is your chance to try something exciting and new maybe. A lot of us have been using this for a long time, but you know, it's interesting because even though I've been taking this for a long time, I get so excited because there's always something new to learn. Like, who knew when we started talking about this 20 years ago, we were talking about brain health for this product, and now that has become a critical component to taking these ingredients.
We weren't even talking about clarity of vision.
Right.
We weren't talking about recovery from glare. We weren't talking about photo stress, meaning that, especially here in Florida, it's bright, or it's bright everywhere in the summer, and indoors, it's obviously less bright, and when you go outside, that brightness outside could be blinding. Or when we go from outside where it's bright into normal lighting, we also will struggle to sometimes see. That photo stress recovery, we now know that lutein and zeaxanthin enhances our ability to contend with that. With night vision, ultimate eye between lutein and zeaxanthin, and also the addition of bilberry extract and the anthocyanins, night vision. We have hundreds of reviews here talking about night vision. So whatever it might be to you that defines your quality of vision or defines your challenges with vision, you basically, the nutrients we provide to our eyes supports whatever our genetic blueprint is. There's no escaping the fact that these ingredients are absolutely essential and structural to our eye. They're not optional. So if we're not getting them from our diet, we're not getting them, and there are consequences. If you read the research, those of us who have a diet that's abundant in lutein and zeaxanthin benefit with our eyes and benefit with our brain in terms of their healthier structure and function over the course of our lifetime.
Yeah, there are literally, as I'm looking at this, if you take the Ultimate Eye with astaxanthin and the Ultimate Eye, there are well over 3,000 perfect reviews on these products. People love these products. This is one of Andrew's best sellers, one of his top reorders, and this is the day to buy it. At midnight in the next couple of hours, if there's any bottles left, and there may not be anything left, but if there's anything left, that price goes back up. And I'll show you, because these are some of the single most expensive products that Andrew manufactures. Everything is made here in America, Henderson, Nevada. They're made with solar energy to the absolute highest possible standards. And here you can see there's your facility with your solar panels. I mean, look at that. That alone just shows you the care that you put into manufacturing to even, you know, protect our environment while you're powering this, you know, what is it? I don't know how many tens of thousands of square footage you have here, but it's a lot.
Hundreds.
Hundreds of thousands. Well, there you go.
And again, those solar panels underscore the power of radiation. The radiation from the sun is sufficient, just shining on those solar panels, to power our entire facility. And that same radiation over the course of our lifetime. And of course now all the devices we use, even the studio, it's LED lighting in the studio. When I first started doing TV 30 years ago, it was hot lights. Now they're LED lights. Those LED lights are nice and cool, but they also give off high energy radiation, which isn't good for your eyes. And effectively, what lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, what they are, is the world's best pair of internal sunglasses. They're sunglasses that were designed by the ultimate sunglass designer. And they are the best sunglasses imaginable because they don't make our vision darker, they don't color our vision at all, they only make our vision sharper. They only help us deal with bright light better and glare better, night vision, dark environments better. So it's an incredible opportunity. And again, you get either one of two things. So if you get the information, then eat a diet that's rich in green leafy vegetables. Also things like pea soup, asparagus, broccoli, rich in lutein. Zeaxanthin is still difficult, but rich in lutein. So that's at least a great start. And if you're not going to get my product, make sure lutein, zeaxanthin, mesozeaxanthin, you want to make sure you're getting those, getting the other foundational ingredients, because again, in Ultimate Eye, we're giving you a special extract of green tea to support the circulation and to protect the tissues of the eye. Again, we're giving you extracts of bilberry and other anthocyanin-rich fruit for your night vision and again, for the circulation to your eye. So you're getting all sorts of other ingredients that support. That's why it's the foundational eye health formula. And I've had these reviews, I'll read them in a moment, but I've had these reviews here in this little easel, so we'll read some here.
Let's do it.
Impressed. I purchased a bottle of 60 capsules to give these a try. After taking 3/4 of the capsules, my floaters are completely gone.
Wow.
I'm truly impressed. I'll carry on taking these because eye issues run in my family, and I hope I'll be spared.
Excellent.
Again, it's not a drug or medicine, but to the extent that floaters, which are not pathological, not a disease state, it's something you should, of course, talk to your doctor about, but it's something that and it's an experience that relates to the structure of our retina.
Right.
And of course, lutein and zeaxanthin, also omega-3 oils, relate to the structure of our retina. Wonderful product. Boy, Andrew, are you costing me money? Every year I have my eyes examined and my vision keeps getting better. However, I have to buy new contacts and glasses each time. My night vision also has gotten so much better. At the age of 65, I was having a bit of a problem driving in the rain or construction areas. Now I confidently drive at night. Such a difference. My husband started taking the product. I inherited a 10-year-old toy poodle from my dear aunt in Florida. Poor little guy had such squinty, watery eyes, so I sprinkle Ultimate Eye in his food. Eureka! He has the sweetest big brown eyes and is so much more comfortable.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you. And that's from Sue in Pennsylvania. By the way, I give a 1/4 of a capsule to both Lincoln and Marcel every day.
Wow.
Excellent. This stuff is incredible. I have floaters, and in one eye it is to the point that when I move my eye back and forth, I can see the floater, and it started to get very milky and interfere with my vision.
Wow.
It was annoying. When I started using the Ultimate Eye Support, it started to get better, and the milky floater got lighter. I'm hoping it will eventually fall to the bottom. It has definitely worked. Everything Andrew's company makes is miraculous. I use other products, and they all work because he only uses the best, and the delivery of the capsule helps for it to work in the way it is supposed to. Val in Connecticut, and again, just show you the Ultimate Eye capsule. It's an ultra-fine powder in a tiny little capsule.
Yeah.
And that ultra-fine powder, if you look at that, it's basically, it looks like purple and gold.
It does.
The purple are the anthocyanin-rich berries that protect your night vision and your circulation. The gold are the little mini beadlets, the little mini capsules of lutein and zeaxanthin.
Look at that. And that's fun. I mean, everything pure, natural ingredients, no artificial anything put in these products, so you know you are taking the best. You know you are investing your hard-earned dollar in a product that's going to deliver the benefits. That is a snippet of the thousands of reviews on this product that are perfect reviews. People are getting wonderful reports from their eye doctors. They themselves, you're hearing a couple of those reviews, are experiencing better eyesight, better vision, their eyes feel better. That's what I noticed almost immediately. When I started taking it, my eyes were always itchy. They were bloodshot. My lighting guy used to come out here during commercials and make this little motion for me to put eye drops in because my eyes were always bloodshot. I don't even use eye drops anymore. It really is amazing. It's really remarkable when you give your body what it needs. And our eyes need this. This is a product, our eyes, these make up our eyes. Our eyes are these ingredients. And if you're not eating it in our diet, and most of us are not, I mean, let's face it, even if we try to eat healthy, you know, you're not eating 25 cups of spinach, right? Well, I mean, that's the problem. Even if you try to eat healthy, and we should, you're still not getting the amount of ingredients that can really provide the level of benefits you get with the ingredients in these products.
Absolutely should. I mean, the other day, and it's easy to make decisions. We went to a restaurant that's really known for things like having burgers and fries and things like that. But I found on the menu that they had steamed broccoli or sauteed broccoli or steamed or sauteed spinach. So instead of the fries, that's what I had. But it's just, when you know what these provide, and I intend to stick around for a lot more years. And I want my eyes to work well because my eyes are how I appreciate, everything that I love about the world. It's how I see the people around me. It's how I experience the world around me. So the last thing I want is to not do something today or to do something that might impair my vision later. And of course, when it comes to my brain, our brain is how we experience the world. So, our eyes are the window to our soul, they say, and it's our window to the world. And our brain is how we interact with and how we perceive the world. So how wonderful that two ingredients, lutein and zeaxanthin, lutein is readily available from the diet, zeaxanthin not so available, but lutein, whether it's spinach or broccoli or even just pea soup. Muriel's cookbooks, she has a split pea soup and a sweet pea soup. Wonderful way to get the lutein that you need. So these are ingredients that with a little tweak to your diet, you could start getting more of them, which I encourage everyone to do because, as Colleen said, they're part of our eye. When you hear doctors or experts or scientists talk about macular pigment, or when they talk about ocular pigment, or they talk about optical pigment, or they talk about retinal pigment, they're talking about lutein and zeaxanthin. It's the pigment that defines that part of our eye. It's there to protect us. It's there to ensure that we have the best quality vision. It's there to ensure that we're safe because it helps us deal with glare. And when we drive, glare is critical. I mean, how many times do we see issues and things that are, when we're driving, that we could have prevented, car accidents, whatever it might have been, because of glare. So the lutein and zeaxanthin, that was part of the original design to protect us from glare, to protect us from high energy radiation. We live longer than ever before. Yet the ingredients necessary to protect our vision and our brain over the course of our lifetime, they are at a lower level than ever before. So as long as we're living longer, as long as we're living in a way that's assaulting the health of our eyes between all of the blue light and high energy radiation we're exposed to, we might as well tweak our diet a little, start increasing our intake of those green leafy vegetables that are rich in lutein and rich in zeaxanthin, or just intelligently supplement. It doesn't have to be my product. It could even be just the Maximum L plus Z, take one capsule every other day, or Ultimate Eye, one capsule every other day. It still dramatically increases the level in the typical American diet.
Okay, just to give you a heads up here, if you are thinking about ordering yours, we are literally down now to the final couple hundred in each and every choice. We don't have thousands of anything anymore. That includes all of the today's specials. So not just this, it includes the astaxanthin and the Maximum LZ. So all combined, we are down to the final few hundred of each. So I would encourage you, if you're thinking about trying it for the first time or you want to restock, maybe you share this with a family member, this is your perfect time to do it because it is, by and large, the best value. We will not see another offer like this until spring of 2020 before we see another offer on the Ultimate Eye Support again, like you were seeing here today. And if you jump in right now and make your first flex payment, a lot of people are have ordered the 723.60. If you plan to take 2 a day, Andrew takes 2 a day, I take 2 a day. If you plan on taking 2 a day, that the big bundle, we realize it's a big investment, but that is for a whole year. You are set for a whole entire year and you're saving over $200.
But even if you look at the 720 capsule supply,
yes,
if you take 1 a day, I think that comes to 22 cents a day. And again, lutein and zeaxanthin, two of the most expensive ingredients. Zeaxanthin's, I think it's more than $10,000 per pound for active zeaxanthin. Lutein is several $1,000s a pound. Astaxanthin is tens of thousands of dollars a pound. These are among the most expensive ingredients. The highest quality standardized bilberry extract is probably about $1,000 a pound. So these are incredibly expensive ingredients. To think that Ultimate Eye is just a little over 20 cents a day in the large size if you take 1 capsule, and a little over 40 cents a day if you take 2 capsules. And because of the combination, as Colleen was emphasizing, because of the today's special savings when we bundle, to combine the Ultimate Eye, even at 1 capsule with 1 capsule of astaxanthin, the opportunity to see a profound difference. And if you read the reviews on these products, again, over 95% of the reviews are positive. Almost 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. So it just gives you a sense of what you have to look forward to. The reviews are amazing. The science is even more amazing. I've spent most of the day reading the science, even more than reading the reviews. frankly, the only review that really counts, the only experiment that really counts, because I've read tons of experiments today in the scientific charts, is your own. And fortunately, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is ample time to see a difference with this product. And as I said before, we experience the world courtesy of our ability to interact with it, and that's principally a result of our eyes and our brain. How wonderful to have an ingredient that has been demonstrated to support the quality of those interactions over the course of our entire lifetime, not just for the long term, but right now, here and now, today.
Nice. And over 55,000 have already been spoken for today. With everybody ordering, there are about 2,000 total. That's all 3 today's specials. That's all sizes. We are definitely coming down the home stretch here. One thing I would love to note, a lot of you are getting that big bundle. If you want the biggest bundle, that big where you get the 720 and you get the 360 of the 720 of Ultimate Eye, 360 of the astaxanthin, that one we are literally down to the final couple hundred. And I just want to point out, remember, the Ultimate Eye by itself, the 720 capsules by itself is $319.90. The astaxanthin, if you were buying that separately, you would be spending about $160 right there.
But everybody needs to remember, 720 capsules of a very expensive ingredient that's typically sold in 30 and 60 count bottles. So 720 capsules, that's like 24 30 count bottles.
Exactly.
So if you're buying them separately at a store or having them shipped to you, the other benefit of these large sizes,
Good
not
point.
just the savings to you, is it's environmentally more friendly. It eliminates all these additional packages. It eliminates multiple shipments. And of course, everything you get today is free shipping and handling. So there's no shipping and handling charge, so that just think of 720 capsules. If that was a 30 capsule, what would a shipping and handling a few years ago have been for 24 bottles? That would have probably been over $100. So the savings is fantastic with the larger sizes if you can afford them. What's great about the larger sizes aren't 3-month or 6-month supplies. That 720 is 1 or 2 years depending on how you use it. So it truly is a long-term supply. So you could see how economical it becomes.
You know what else I love is that the biggest one also is on 6 flex pays, which means you're spending $39.95 right now, $40, and we send it home to you. You know that we have a wonderful return policy here, but it's a way to budget it. So you can pay that out over 6 months. We will hold the balance, so it's $40 a month, and then you're enjoying all the wonderful benefits of this great product. So if you're tempted at all, I'm so glad you're here, that you found us before the day is over, because this only happens one day out of the entire year. We get to do this for one special day. You make an investment, but for a lot of us, we feel strongly that you don't want to put a price on the health of your eyes. To Andrew's point, we all want to live long lives. We want long, fulfilling lives. But without having our brain the way we want it to be, as healthy as possible, our eyes to be as healthy as possible, it's really about quality of life. And I think that's why so many of us, we invest in Andrew's products. These are investments. You're investing in you, you're investing in your health, and you're investing in your future. Because God willing, we all get to live to be ripe old age. Wouldn't it be wonderful to still enjoy beautiful eyesight, and to be able to have our brains that will, still be able to remember and enjoy and appreciate, have the cognitive function that you see in a lot of elderly people who have taken good care of themselves, and it's very inspiring.
Right.
I work with Iris Apfel. Have you ever seen her on HSN?
I love her.
Have you ever met her?
I have never met her, and I would love to meet her.
You would love her.
What is she, 95,
sharp as a whip.
96?
She's 96 years
96.
young.
Wow.
Amazing woman, and so sharp as a whip, but again, takes very good care of herself. Eats well, does all the right things.
I love her big glasses.
I do too.
Yes.
But it's an example. I think we all have people like that we know or that we've known, and that you see the results of making good choices. And
Right.
I think that's what this is. It's just a really good choice that down the road, God willing, when we all get to be as old as our beautiful Iris Apfel, that maybe we can also experience the benefits of taking good care of ourselves.
And there's no accident when the scientists and researchers, the epidemiologists, those are the ones who look at large populations and see what we do right, see what we do wrong, and see the consequences. There's no doubt that there are certain decisions that we make that either improve the quality of our life and the quantity, the longevity we experience, or not. And lutein and zeaxanthin, I was reading the charts today, directly associated. Those of us with a diet richer in lutein and zeaxanthin, that's something that benefits our eyes here and now and over the course of our lifetime. What's exciting is as abundant as the research has been in terms of the health and benefits to our vision, which we do not want to be without those benefits also extend to our brain. So that's just incredibly exciting. It's one of those ingredients that even, as I said before, as high potency as this is, even if you just got Maximum L plus Z, took it every other day, or took Ultimate Eye every other day, you're still delivering multiples more of these key ingredients than the typical diet in America provides. It's sad that our diet is such that it doesn't take much, that you could literally take a couple of capsules a week and it would make a profound difference. And if you use it as instructed, take 1 capsule or 2 capsules daily of Ultimate Eye, or take 1 capsule daily of Max L plus Z, or even every other day, that makes a dramatic difference in the opportunities that your eyes really need. If you give it to your body knows what to do with it, and it will concentrate lutein and zeaxanthin, the highest concentration in the entire body, in the retina of the eye. Second highest concentration will be in the most critical areas of your brain. Believe it or not.
Here we go. And by the way, if you'd like to order just astaxanthin, that is also available at today's special pricing. The item number is right down at the bottom of the screen. It's 095004. If you would like to order the Maximum L plus Z, brand new product, first time we've offered it is today. That's also at a today's special price. And there, we'll keep the item number right there for you. It's 077349. So both of those are also available. You're welcome to stock up now. That also is being offered at great today's special pricing. So we're about to sign off. I know Andrew has a special show tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
9 p.m. It's going to be one of our question and answer shows where please feel free, get questions. I think we capture them at hsn.com or at my blog or at my company. You could call in, and that's what we'll be doing tomorrow night. We'll talk about all the products we often don't get time to discuss and answer all your questions as well.
Ask Andrew at hsn.com.
Okay, good.
If you have any questions for tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, that's with Adam. I'm signing off. I'll see you Tuesday at 3 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time with our designer gallery. But we have Sarah and a little goat. You know what that means.
How
the
cute.
Beekman boys are back in town. They have